Ladies and gentlemen, last night we had a pretty fierce thunderstorm and heavy rain, lightning strikes, and it was pretty treacherous for a few hours. And we're going to see another storm today. I mean, these storms are not letting up, and it is taking its toll all around the country. And there's so much going on right now that it's not even funny. It's almost like you can hardly keep up with everything that's happening. So this came out on USA Today, May 29th, 2019. Slow motion disaster along Arkansas River. Every large community will see major flooding within 7 to 10 days. This is on top of the tornadoes that are tearing across the country. My phone went crazy last night with alerts. There was a tornado in Pennsylvania, and New York was also on high alert. And I believe one hit in New York not long ago. And we have been on alert damn near for the last several days with the possibility of a tornado. Now, we had it, like I told y'all, we had a tornado that was really not far from where I lived. And so these things do occur up in my area. It does happen. So the flooding, and now you see why the farmers cannot profit this year, because the flooding has completely taken over many of these areas where farming does happen in the country. So every large community along the Arkansas River will see major or record flooding within the next week to 10 days as swift-moving waters from weeks of heavy rain challenges Arkansas' aging levee system. That's right, because see, the weight of all of this additional water will easily break many of these levees. And that has already happened. That's why you got much of the Midwest still battling floods. Okay, so the National Weather Service said Wednesday, worse, more heavy rain is on the way. Arkansas is not alone. Record flooding is also creating havoc in Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, and northern Oklahoma, both from locally heavy rainfall and from swollen rivers, bringing water south from north central U.S. 8 states along the Mississippi have seen the longest period of flooding. And see, that's the thing, y'all. That's what messed up farming. Not only are they getting these record-breaking floods, but the flood water is sticking around for long periods of time. It's not just going away. So 8 states along the Mississippi has seen long period of flooding since the Great Flood of 1927, according to the National Weather Service. The river has been at flood stage in Baton Rouge since January as snow melt and rainfall waters make their way downstream. One death in Arkansas has been attributed to the flood. Police said a 64-year-old victim apparently ignored a barricade and drove his minivan into floodwaters. Wow, that was not wise. Okay, that person died out of stupidity. Arkansas River swollen from water release upriver in Oklahoma is expected to crest Wednesday near Fort Smith, Arkansas, at 41 feet, well above the previous record of 38.1 feet. So you can see all of these areas where you see the red dot. That's where they are expecting the heaviest floods. Wow. Oof. I mean, all of these places have already declared state of emergency. It's not very much more they can do if they keep flooding over and over. The weather forecast offers scant hope of relief. Severe thunderstorms are predicted for Fort Smith area both Wednesday and Thursday. We are getting thunderstorms here. I think the only day we are getting a skip is Saturday, but Sunday and Monday we get thunderstorms today and tomorrow. And Saturday, I think we get one day of relief. And then Sunday and Monday, we're getting more severe thunderstorms. Oh man, it was a lot of lightning strikes yesterday. I just remember it was a lot of lightning strikes. Okay, Arkansas Department of Emergency Management said floodwaters had already overwhelmed a levee in Logan County in an area of mostly farmland and one of Perry counties of at an unincorporated town of Toad Suck. And Van Buren, Arkansas, Police Chief Jamie Hammond warned residents in most vulnerable areas not only of potential flooding, but also of snakes and other dangerous animals fleeing the rising water. Yeah, because they'll come to your house. you know, After Hurricane Sandy, the people that were along the coast, they were kind of stuck because the flooding was so bad. They were saying they saw the sharks and turtles and all kinds of things just swimming around where they live, their homes. Yeah, because they get displaced from these storms too. It's not just us. Those critters don't have anywhere to go. So they go to dry land. Unfortunately, that's in the city, Hammond said, according to Fort Smith Time record. In Little Rock, Pulaski County officials closed the Big Dam Bridge while the U.S. Corps of Engineers fortified the lock and dam beneath the bridge against rising floodwaters. And Lori Driver, a spokeswoman for the Corps, wow, look at that. I mean, they're not even past the flooding that they already got. I mean, seriously, this is why they telling you total crop loss this year. So this is Duck Farm. This is our farm just over the border from Fort Smith, Arkansas in Oklahoma. The silos, feed lots, shops, and farmhand house all underwater and still rising. All equipment, animals, and people were safely moved out. Total loss, crop loss this year. Yeah, farmers in these areas, there's a lot of farmers out in the Midwest. They ain't gonna make a dime. They're not gonna make a dime in 2019, y'all. I kind of like those black farmers didn't make a dime off of those bad seeds. And nothing like the Most High up in the ante, isn't it? So, as you can see, now you have Oklahoma, and they've been battling floods for quite some time. And guess where this is, y'all? Tulsa. What was in Tulsa? Black Wall Street. Oklahoma, the mayor of Tulsa said the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers plan to continue releasing 275,000 cubic feet of water per second to help drain the swollen Key Lake Reservoir. So they're having problems in Tulsa, y'all. So while expressing confidence that the 70-year-old levee system would protect Sand Springs and West Tulsa, he strongly urged residents to evacuate vulnerable areas along a 20-mile system voluntarily. The levees have never been tested like this. And if anything were to go wrong, the amount of time to evacuate could be minutes rather than hours, he warned. As a sign of concern, an Oklahoma National Guard helicopter has dropped sandbags northwest Tulsa to shore up seeping spots along the levee. Mississippi. Floodwaters have swamped 860 square miles north of Vicksburg, which is perched on a bluff above the Mississippi River. Unlike other states where water from the Mississippi or Arkansas rivers spill into adjoining land, the Vicksburg area flooding is caused by keeping floodgates on the Mississippi closed, blocking water pouring into the south end of the Delta region from entering the Big River. Current forecasts suggest the water won't drain significantly from the backwater area in Mississippi until July at earliest. Yes, they are saying this floodwater may be there through part of the summer. It's already been there all spring. In fact, winter leading into spring. And now they're saying this flood water could be sticking around through part of the summer. It is just not draining that fast. Louisiana in the Mississippi has been at flood stage since January. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine where you live being at flood stage since January? And this is what? We're almost entering June. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is meeting this week with residents at Butte, La Rose, and Morgan City who face potential floods with the opening of Morganza Spillway on Sunday. The rare move, which has occurred only twice in more than 60 years, to relieve pressure on the Mississippi, will inundate tens of thousands of acres of the Atchafalaya River Basin. Wow. Let me go back to this map. Let's see here. That is insane. I mean, this is what it looks like before the additional flood that's coming. I mean, this is insane. Yeah, so you can see all the points where they're predicting the heaviest floods. Areas already flooded. Look at that. This shot, y'all, just to show you, this is a recent picture. This was taken on May 28th, 2019, and this is before that additional water is coming. Look at this picture. Look at what it looks like today. So in the next 7 to 10 days, this is going to be even more underwater. Boy, I tell you what, if you don't believe it, you better start believing fast, because the only one in charge of this planet is the Most High. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.